Are we go?
Virgo.
Here we go. Sunday, Season 2, Episode 11. I don't know how I keep track of all this. It's Father's Day, folks. Father's Day. I don't want to brag, but 15 years in a row, Father of the Year. I know. I don't know how it happens. Every year, it happens. You know, I get the shirt, I get whatever. It's amazing. We're all Fathers of the Year. And for tonight, we're doing a Father's Day drink. I don't know anything better than an Azalea cocktail. Now, what is that? Well, you got to come on in for this, but I'll tell you right now. Not only it's a shout out to every dad out there. Shout out to my dad. And are you ready for this? Come on in. Hey, Father of the Year. It's got to be good. Come on. We're going into the Blue Monkey Quarantina. Only business. Monkey business. Come on. All right. Now, to tell you that my dad sat back and knocked back some Azalea cocktails, that'd be a lie. But let me tell you how I got here. So it's Father's Day, and I'm talking to Shelby, and I'm like, all right, I got to do a good Father's Day drink. And so my dad's name is Cecil. Don't laugh. It's true. Cecil Melvin. So, poor guy. No wonder he was so tough. He had to get beat up a lot. But anyway, there's actually a cocktail book by a Cecil, and there is a drink called the Cecil. But I was like, it's a reach. And then it hit me. You know what? Golf. You know what? And not only for my dad loved golf. I love playing golf with my dad. A lot of great memories. But that's like... it's a theme among dads, right? I mean, there's a lot of golf between fathers and sons. So I thought, all right, let's do a golf drink. So, golf cocktail, historical, going back, I'm looking. So here's the thing, what could be better? There's a cocktail called the Birdie, right? I mean, birdies are great. You get a birdie in golf, man, it's fantastic. A little bit of gin, Saint Germain, so it's not a new drink, we know that, and a little lime. I thought I can do better than a birdie. What's better than a birdie? An eagle. So, eagle, gin, maraschino, and a little bit of lemon. Eagles are good. So I can do better. Hole in one. There it is, right? Hole in one. Scotch. I don't know. My dad was a Scotch drinker, so it already got out. Sweet vermouth, lemon. I don't know. I thought I could still do better. And then I was looking, and oddly enough, we were just out. Not only we were out today. Last week we were out, and I got introduced to the John Daly. Matter of fact, somebody threw up, "Oh, Paul, you're doing an Arnold Palmer for..." No. Arnold Palmer. An Arnold Palmer is lemonade and iced tea. I'll drink those. I'm not going to make... there's no alcohol in it. I'm not making that. But the John Daly, side note, we're not making it, but that's an Arnold Palmer with vodka. And actually, side note, that drink came out several years ago, and it was a bit of a jab at John Daly. So John Daly's kind of had a run-in with alcohol issues. I mean, hey, John, it's all good. You know, don't worry. No one's judging. But they came out with the John Daly, again, an Arnold Palmer with vodka added, and he took offense to it. Really? And but soon after the offense he ended up coming out with his own version and marketed the original. It wasn't the original John Daly cocktail, and was selling it. So anyway, but we're not doing that either. That's too simple. No. We are going back to 1934. The Masters. La Masters. See what I did there? So, what better golf tournament is there than La Masters? I'm sorry. It's called The Masters. La Masters, French, anyway, we're going to do this all night. But I thought, you know what? What could be the better drink? So, if you go to The Masters, I know, I'll get there. Anyway, if you go to The Masters, this is the tournament, right? This is it. And, anyway, a little back story on the Masters. So the golf course for Augusta, Georgia, the big tournament, it was actually built on a nursery. So every hole on the course is named after a tree or a shrub of the nursery of something that was there. So what we're going to go is we're going to hole number 13, little par 5, 510 yards, and the hole is known as the Azalea. And they have made a cocktail just for this hole. Azalea, basically a beautiful flowering shrub, kind of a pinkish flower on it. It's gorgeous. And it's also the last part, hole 11, 12, and 13 are Amen corner. You don't care about that. You know enough about this. So what's the drink, Paul? So the drink is simple. A little gin, a little pineapple juice, a little lemon juice, a little grenadine. Now we're going to throw a little kick tonight and teach you something. So grenadine, this stuff, I've used it. I'm not using it anymore. I'm going to throw it away. Now I would throw it in anger, but it would probably pop open and stain everything because it's beautiful red dye and all that.
My white carpet would
Yeah, that would
not
not-
enjoy you.
But we're going to get rid of it. Why are we getting rid of it? Well, because I learned something recently. I made my own grenadine, and you're going to start making your own grenadine because it's easy to do, it's delicious. So first of all, what is grenadine? Everybody probably looks at this and thinks it's some sort of sweet cherry, maraschino, something, red syrup, sweet. No, it's not. Actually, grenadine comes from the word granada, which is French for pomegranate. So grenadine is actually a pomegranate syrup. Easy to make, especially now. So you go out and you buy some of the that pure pomegranate syrup or juice, and you take 1 cup of the juice, add a 1/4 cup of sugar, boil it. This is what I did today. Honest to God. And my dad loved to cook, so it's kind of fun. So you just boil a cup of the juice, a 1/4 cup of sugar, about 5 minutes on a high boil, reduce it, and then after it's cooled, add about 1 lemon juice, and you've got your own grenadine syrup. It'll last about a month, and I've already tried it. It's delicious. So let's make the drink. You ready? You ready? Yeah, we're ready. So first thing, let's get some ice in the glasses and let those get ready. Last one. Perfect. All right. So, gin. It's not a light drink, folks. I'm going to tell you. 3 ounces of gin per. So there's 2. 1, and then 2 for Shelby, and I'll give her her 3rd. All right, boom. Then next thing you need, pineapple juice. I'm trying to go like total legit. I got to tell you, folks, I've never done. I'm going to try to juice pineapples. Will it work?
No idea.
No idea. I didn't test it. I'm better than this. I should have, but
It's live action.
this is
Sounds like it's gonna work.
There's stuff coming out. All right, hold on. All right.
Should I come in close?
No, not at all. So we need 1.5 ounces per. So there's 1.5 ounces.
Huh.
I need another ounce. It worked. That's all I'm gonna say that it worked. Except for somehow I have to.
Colleen, no, he hasn't reworn any t-shirts.
No. Well, in this one, look at all the shirts I can wear.
She asked because they haven't been on lately. Have you reworn a t-shirt?
Yeah, you know what? Don't get me started there, Colleen. You guys have been slackers lately. Woo, way too much. Way too much. All right. So now, don't feel pressure to make your own, squeeze your own pineapple juice. Although, Jesus,
Is it coming out the
can
top?
you get some in the glass, Paul?
Well, is it coming out the top? Is that what I'm seeing?
It's something. All right. So there's 1.5 ounces out. We're done. We got. Jesus.
It smells good.
It smells delicious. So that's for the dog. Now, more importantly, let's get the lemon. I know, it's a fiasco, folks, but this is what we do. And while I'm trying to put this back together, because apparently I can't, I hope everybody had a great Father's Day, right? I mean, we did. Not that anybody cares, but we did. Then you're going to come in. We're going to go 2 lemons for about 1.5 ounces per. So get 2 lemons in here. Throw them in. I hear laughter. I hear giggling. That's much easier. Why don't they make pineapples like this size? That would be a lot easier if they just made them like no, nobody.
Genetic engineering.
I know. I'm gonna have to work on that. Small, tiny pineapples that are easier to juice. There's got to be a site for that. Then don't forget this emergency. My dad, honest to God, huge emergency fan. This is where I learned it. I learned it from my father. He taught me about emergency and all the valuable. And by the way, emergency never sponsored by father. And I'm going to teach this to Max, and he probably won't sponsor me. You know what's going to be ironic? Max and or Chloe will end up being like the CEO of emergency. That's going to be funny one day. All right, sprinkle in there. That's going to be delicious. And then the last thing, folks, you just made this beautiful homemade grenadine, little squirt. And what you're going after there is purely the color to get that beautiful color of the azalea flowers. Give it a shake. I know I've said it before, I'm going to tell you again. When you shake, when you stir. Anytime you have fruit juice into alcohol, you want to shake because the specific gravity and the blah, 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 whatever, Paul. But fruit juice, you need to shake it to get it to mix. If it's all alcohol, then you don't have to shake it. It'll stir just fine. All right. Now, what we're hoping for is some sort of beautiful pink color, just like the azaleas.
Ooh.
Not bad.
That's the color. That's the color of our azaleas.
Yeah, it's perfect. We did it. It smells delicious. I'm going to just tell you right now. There it is. Come back with another. Move all your macerated fruit off your side. Then get 2 nice
I will
lemon
say
wheels.
I will say that it is actually a brighter pink because it's almost like a salmony pink on screen. It is actually a real pink.
Now you can always add more of your homemade.
Ooh.
This isn't going to hurt to drink. It's deliciousness in a glass is what it is. Except maybe the blood that looks like you're bleeding. It's like the beet juice all over again, folks. Anyway, so there it is. That is your azalea quarantine cocktail. Now, before I go, hold on, let me clean up my neck.
I was like, don't step on
I know,
that.
I want to slip and fall.
You're dancing around it.
Well, first I got to taste it. New drink. It's got to be. Oh, I mean, that is awesome. So gin has a bit of a. By the way, I went with Hendrix because it's a little more floral, cucumber, a lot more notes like that. It's awesome. You taste the gin, but everything else just pops in the front. I mean, that's an easy drink. That's an easy drink. Now, last thing I will tell you for the night. So, when I'm thinking about Father's Day, and I think about my dad, I think about our Sundays. Here's some things that would happen. He cooked, loved to cook spaghetti. That was his thing every Sunday. Matter of fact, we had spaghetti today, just a nod to Dad. And in the background, golf would be on all the time. So I'm absolutely watching the Masters, all that. So this was great times. But specifically, either the morning sometimes of that Sunday or any weekend, and we did get a chance to play golf. I will tell you, the stories that my dad would share, the moments, everything, it was unbelievable. And I'll share one. So my dad, I won't say that he sat and said, here's rules of life. But he would tell me different things on the course, and in hindsight, looking back, you realize he was teaching you things. There were some serious, some not. One of my favorites, this is a golf rule, by the way, is that if it's a par 4 hole, and when you're waiting to tee off, as soon as the other foursome or whoever is on the green on a par 4, you're allowed to hit. And it makes sense, because on a par 4, you're not supposed to reach the green. And that was my dad's rule. And one time, playing golf, I'll never forget this, he shared that. He said, par 4, they're on, let's go, let's hit. And he hit the ball. And my God, he hit the hell out of it. And hit it all the way up onto the green. And it didn't like fly onto the green, but it bounced and rolled up, and it hit one of the golfers in the other foursome. Now, that alone is a great story. But let me tell you what else happened. So the guy on the green yelled at my dad and said, you know, what are you doing? And my dad's like, hey, it's par 4, you're on the whatever. And they yell, and we move on. That was about hole 4, by the way, early in the round. About the end of the round, so we're like on hole 16 maybe. My dad, again, par 4, same group of guys in front of us, calls off. He says, oh, they're on the green, I'm going to hit it. Hits it, hits the same freaking guy again. This is drop dead funny at this point. I mean, I'm laughing, and I'm young then, of course. And but anyway, that's a rule, and stick by it. And if you hit anybody, yeah, it's all free. So take that one. Anyway, those are the things my dad taught me. So to all the fathers out there, cheers to you.
Chink.
Love you all. Thanks for sharing an evening with us. Spend some time with all the dads out there. Love you. We'll see you Wednesday. Good night.